Warhammer 3 has been announced and it's already on Steam, set to be released late 2021, so does that mean we're about to get the Fantasy Total War series out of the way and now CA will just focus on historical titles? Well, my friends, I'm not so optimistic about that, but not all is bad. The games that were released in the past will still be in our Steam libraries to comfort us, or better yet, some of you will have the classics in CD format, so you can sleep with the discs under your pillows and be saved from the hordes of chaos. They will not get us in our sleep with this protection of the CDs. On the other hand, according to this poll from Legend of Total War, praised be him, almighty Total War player, 83% of the over 50,000 people who responded voted Warhammer 1 and or Warhammer 2, and they were planning on pre-ordering Warhammer 3. This is astounding considering the controversies there have been with the pre-ordering in the past and the divisive nature of this Fantasy Total War game in the Total War community. I would love to know your thoughts about this in the comments below, and by the way, leave a like on the video, help spread it around the interwebs. Anyway, I urge any of you guys not to pre-order even if you want to buy the game. And if you really want to pre-order it, do it a few days before launch. However, this figure is not that amazing, since Legend of Total War is mainly a Warhammer channel these days, but I found no other polls around this topic, so I used this one. Just take it with a huge grain of salt. You can also see that I voted in the no plan to get Warhammer 3 category. It is true, me and my old PC are much more eager to play some old and gold games, though in the future I'll probably, eventually, get Warhammer 3 on a sale and in a couple of years. Either way, let's see what Warhammer 3 has to offer us. With the release of Warhammer 3, we'll be introduced to two new sets of factions, Kislev and the Grand Cathay, at least. This will expand the map further to the east, well, much further to the east, which I'll be honest, it's a little bit exciting, just a tiny little bit. Now, I'm no buff on Warhammer lore, but Kislev is known for their bear cavalry, that much I know, and so I'm kinda eager to see those guys in action, I have to admit. The Grand Cathay was unknown to me before they announced Warhammer 3, I give it a check. They are a Far East faction representing sort of the Asian factions of our world. The artwork for this set of factions is actually quite impressive, and I believe they look the best right now, at least I haven't seen any official artwork. But yeah, the one that there is available is pretty cool. I remember purchasing the Tomb Kings DLC for Warhammer 2 because I thought those looked amazing. They looked really cool, that Bronze Age Egypt vibe kind of thing. Now, will I get Warhammer 3 for the Grand Cathay, for example? Well, that's a maybe, and again, on sale in a couple of years. You know, it's just, again, a shame that I wasn't able to find any of CA's official artwork on them. I would love to see it. It'll be kind of like Three Kingdoms, Warhammer, something like that, you know. I'm not sure, only time will tell. But besides these two factions, we might come to see DLC with the Arabi and the Nipponese factions. The Arabian Peninsula and Japan parts of the Warhammer world, kind of. It's really amazing how similar the world of Warhammer is to our own, and the parallels and inspiration the creators of this universe took from our own universe, which in a weird way kind of grounds Warhammer and makes it more familiar, more relatable even. The factions selected to be portrayed here make sense, as Warhammer 3 will follow the lead of Three Kingdoms and be more directed to an Eastern audience. We know how large the Eastern markets are and how difficult it is to penetrate them. Kappa. Chaos will also be featured heavily on this iteration of Warhammer, and we'll get Chaos factions based on the four Chaos gods. You have Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle, and Slaanesh. Also confirmed by game director Ian Roxburgh is that the unique campaign here will take place within the Chaos realm, which can be a major draw for many Warhammer players. But am I kidding? The largest Total War map ever? Well, that's awesome. That's what I want, and I bet that's what a lot of players really, really want. It's the huge grand campaign. Anyway, the most exciting part for me about Warhammer 3 is that the trilogy will be complete and CA can move on into new titles. While I'm a fan of the classics like Rome 1 and Medieval 2, I'm under no illusion that a Total War game similar to these older titles will probably never come. Let's face it, I'm hoping for a remaster of one of those two, but to be honest, what would that add to the game really? New factions, new troops, better graphics? What I really want is just good compatibility with Windows 10 and the ability to tinker with unit sizes. And some of you might say that I can do it in the game files. Issue is that the limit of men in a unit is hard-coded in these two games, unfortunately. As such, what I really would love is a Medieval 3 that follows in the footsteps of Attila, and that actively goes back into Medieval 2 to capture its feel. The soundtracks, the cutscenes, the building of cities, and the character development over their lifespan. Yes, that is what I want. I want Medieval 3. What new title are you looking forward to? Are you excited for Warhammer 3? Have you been playing Warhammer 2? Let me know how you feel about this Warhammer 3 things, and what you want in the future for Total War. Please do leave that in the comments below and let's start a discussion on this. Again, beware of the olive oil, be nice to your pet codfish, remember to order some pastéis de Belém, and I'll see you all on the next video. Portugal, caralho.
I'm in Portugal, bitch.